Alright, let's discuss further on types of relief. We continue in the second part, which is relief number 11. Okay, so if you can see here, relief number 11 is referring to net deposit in Scheme Simpanan Pendidikan Nasional, SSPN. So meaning to say that if you have taken a saving in SSPN, you might have reductions or a relief until maximum of 8,000 ringgit. Okay, meaning to say that if you have a saving of 10,000 ringgit, then you can get a relief at least up to maximum of 8,000 ringgit. So in this explanatory notes, it's give you an example. Okay, before that, let's look together on what does it mean. This relief takes effect for the years of assessment 2019 and 2020. The amount deposited in SSPN by an individual for his children's educations is deductible up to maximum of 8,000 ringgit. So if you have a balance brought forward from this account of 4,500, and for your deposits for 2019 itself is 2,000 ringgit, so you have total balance of 6,500, and you withdraw 1,500 for that particular year, but we don't take the whole balance to be assumed as a relief, because the one that we are looking at only for the saving for that particular year only. So in this case, the relief that you can get is only 500 ringgit, because your deposit in 2019 is 2,000, and at the same year, you withdraw 1,500. So the total deduction that you manage to get is only 500 ringgit. So you cannot calculate the balance brought forward amount. Alright, so for SSPN, you can get a maximum of 8,000 ringgit, whichever is lower. Alright, for relief number 12, it's about husband or wife or payment of alimony to former wife. Meaning to say that if you do a joint assessment, alright, so your wife is not doesn't have any source of income, so you have another relief of 4,000 ringgit on behalf of your wife. So a deduction for a husband of 4,000 ringgit is given to the wife if the husband has no source income, and vice versa. Alright, so same goes to deductions for a wife of 4,000 ringgit. Alright, if the husband has a wife, if the husband who has a wife living together with him in the basis years, and the wife is having no source of income. And relief number 13 is referring to disabled husband or wife. So you might get a further deductions of 3,500 ringgit given to you in respect of either each one of you is disabled. Alright, to continue, look at relief number 14 under child relief. Alright, for child relief, you can see there is F14A, B and C. So there is 3 categories of child. So the first category will be if you have a child under age of 18. 14B is referring to child which is 18 years and above and still studying. And last but not least, 14C is talking about if you have a child, however he or she is disabled. So let's look again on 14A. If you have a child under the age of 18, you can get a relief of 2,000 ringgit per child if the child is unmarried and who is at any time in the basis year is below age 18 years. Alright, so if you have a child which is below 18 and is not married, then you can get deductions of 2,000 ringgit. Alright, if your child is 18 years and above and he or she is still studying, the relief is also 2,000 ringgit per child. Alright, if she or he is unmarried, 18 years and above, and still receiving full-time instructions. Or you can get 8,000 ringgit deduction if your child is not married, 18 years and above. However, they receive a full-time instruction in further a study in any universities established in Malaysia. Alright, so if you look at deductions of 8,000 ringgit, it's just meant for a child which is further study in any university. However, any university is taking diploma and above. Alright, however, for matriculation, pre-degree or A level, they're not they're not comply with this 8,000. They just have reductions of 2,000 ringgit. The next child relief is falls under disabled child. If your child is disabled, you can get another additional relief of 6,000 ringgit for your disabled child, and additional of 8,000 if this disabled child is continue their study. You can see here. All right, continue or proceed their study in diploma and above. Exclude whatever matriculation courses. So therefore, if you have a disabled child which is unmarried, you get 6,000 ringgit, and on top of that, this child is continue their study, a diploma and a degree, so you can get another 8,000. So altogether for disabled child, you might get 14,000 ringgit of relief. Alright, the next relief is F15, referring to life insurance and EPF relief. So this part is a new amendment made by LHDN for the announcement for 2019. Alright, so for EPF, okay, there's two types of contributions as referring to this one, life insurance and EPF. It's a combination. So for life insurance, if you are a pensionable public servant, you can get a full 7,000 relief. So for a public servant, it's just meant for the life insurance, because if they opt for an EPF, then if they opt for a pension scheme, so they don't have any EPF. So the total 7,000 is goes to insurance premium relief. However, for other than pensionable public servant, if they opt if they have insurance, all right, insurance premium, so the maximum relief they can get is 3,000, and another 4,000 can be given to the EPF contributions relief. So altogether, still 7,000 ringgit relief. All right. So the difference between these two is the first one, there is no contribution in terms of EPF. So the total 7,000 goes to the insurance premium relief. So the second category is the public servant who have other than pensionable scheme. So their relief can they can get up to 3,000 for their life insurance, and for EPF they can get maximum of 4,000. So altogether 7,000 ringgit. Alright, relief number 17 is referring to educations and medical insurance relief. So if you have taken an insurance or medical insurance, education and medical insurance, so you are eligible to have relief or deductions up to 2,000 ringgit each. Yeah, so this is meant for education and medical insurance. And last but not least, relief number 18 is on SOCSO, contribution to the social security organization. If your salary have a deduction in terms of SOCSO, you can get a relief of not exceeding 250 ringgit. So we need to say that is the maximum that the LHDN can give you a relief of 250 ringgit if you have taking a SOCSO. Alright, the last page in BE notes, you can see a tax schedule. Alright, so this tax schedule is to be used to compute your total taxable income. Alright, so in the first column is is divided by category. All right, and the second column is what is the chargeable income, and the third column is how you can compute your tax. All right, and then there is a percentage or rates given there to calculate your tax. So for example, if if you in a category of category D, all right, your range of income is 35,000 to 50,000. So the rates here, all right, it's 8% towards your whatever chargeable income. All right, so that is how they calculate it. So I'll discuss this further during our discussion in the past masters questions. I think that's all for the explanatory notes. All right, so if you have any questions, we may discuss in our chat room. Okay, thank you very much.